Luke 22 is where we find the recounting of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, where he says, he's there with a bunch of his friends. And we can assume by what we read in what was said in the whole encounter that Yeshua's friends were not only hearing him, but journaling and documenting a remembrance of what was actually going on and what was said. Yeshua says, "Father, not my will, but yours be done." And we've always read that from an understanding of some pretty clear components in this statement. Yeshua is about to face some extremely difficult and excruciatingly painful situations, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And all of that is true, not diminishing any of that in the slightest. But what I am proposing this morning is that Christ was actually speaking from an even deeper place than his physical being, than his physical choice of not my will, but yours be done. Was that part of it? Yes, it was. I'm suggesting that there was an experiential knowing and understanding of oneness. Not my will, but yours be done is the place of settledness, bringing our human reality into that place of union that governs the time realm. Understanding something about man's will that is powerful, not just from a place of keep me from running from this, Father. That's this plane, right? If we were to look at it simply from a human perspective, that's this plane. And is that part of it? Yes, absolutely yes. But that wasn't where he was speaking from, because that was never where Christ spoke from. That did not govern his actions or behavior. He was actually speaking from the place of governance. And he was bringing his body into that place for it to realize experientially where it abides, to shift the time dimension. Understanding something about man's will that is powerful, that we are just awakening to after millennia of separation mindset. So how does, quote unquote, the Son cannot do anything of his own will, but the thing that he sees the Father doing? For those things that the Father does, these also the Son does like him. How does that express itself in man? Because that statement is like a statement of it's a given. It's not it's not something I go in and out of. Well, right now I'm in Father's will, but I'm going to make some choices later on today that may not be. Y'all, I don't see any room for any of that there. There's no in and out. There's no, well, the Son is in alignment with Father's will, but when certain behaviors happen or when whatever, then he's not. There's no in and out in that statement. The Son, it's pretty emphatic. The Son cannot do anything of his own will. It's like there's a period there. Statement, fact. The Son, because the Son is always seeing what his Father's doing and does that. What would change if we so were convinced about that fact and reality that we never even stop to contemplate any possibility other than that? And if any thought even attempted to bring about any other suggested behavior as far as, well, I'm not in my Father's will. I really need to sit for a minute and make sure I am. That we simply went, no. I mean, is it really that simple? Is it really that simple? I'm proposing that it is.